Okay, so this is a very straight to the point, basic kind of working. Let me start off by explaining the candle that I'm using. This is a white candle. Clearly you can see that. There's a misconception that you need different colored candles for different types of workings. Yes, you can use different colored candles for different type of workings. However, the practice of hoodoo, you can use a white candle for everything you can think of. You do not need to go out and buy black candles, red candles, green candles, yellow, purple, whatever. White candles are often thought about as purification, home purification. They are used for that, but white candles can be used for different reasons. They can be used for money work. Yes, a white candle can be used for money work. A white candle can be used for a love spell. A white candle can also, believe it or not, be used for quote unquote baneful workings. It just depends on what you're trying to do. So, if you don't have the resources or you're not that deep into it, start off using a white candle. Use a white candle. Get familiar with your white candles. Use your white candles. Okay? And then what I have here is my holy oil. Okay? Now, there's different type of oils that you can use. But again, in hoodoo, specifically hoodoo, using holy oil or olive oil is ideal. Can you go out and buy different types of oils to use? Yes, you can. But even if you do not have designated holy oil, you can go right in your kitchen cabinet and reach for olive oil. See, the thing that you have to understand is the thing with hoodoo is all about herbs and oils that you can literally get your hands on. Okay, you can go into your kitchen right now and get a thing of olive oil. That is what hoodoo is about. When you're practicing hoodoo, the amount of ingredients and things that you need to do your workings, you can literally find in your kitchen cabinet. Okay, that's what hoodoo is. This right here is dirt. When you're doing different practices, start getting into the habit of getting dirt from different places. I have a thing of bank dirt. You can go to any type of bank and get a little bit of dirt from that bank for your money workings. This dirt right here is the dirt that I got from my university. I specifically got grounded dirt, okay, from the science building, the medical building, okay, from my university, and there's a reason why I did that. This is holy water. Self-explanatory, holy water is for cleansing. It's for cleansing. Use your holy water to cleanse your candle. Some people use the holy oil to dress and cleanse their candles. It's all about preference. Now let me get straight to the point. Like I said, this can be used for cleansing your candles, so can the holy oil. However, if we really want to break it down, once again, in hoodoo, think about, did you really think that your ancestors had time or the material to sit there and grab oils or whatever to cleanse their candles? No. So guess what? Even if you chose not to necessarily cleanse your candle, it does not mean that your workings are going to be less powerful, and it doesn't mean that your workings are not going to work. See, cleansing your candles is a fairly new practice in hoodoo. Now, my personal preference, I do like to cleanse my candles with just a smidget of holy water. You do not need to drench this candle in holy water. Hoodoo is not about doing the absolute most. This is also what you're going to need. Petition paper. Okay, you're going to need petition paper. My petition paper, I buy brown paper bag, because depending on what type of work you do, sometimes you may need to burn your petition paper, sometimes not. I don't do a lot of work where I burn my petition paper, because you want to make sure that your petition paper is safe to be flammable, which is why I use brown paper bag. Okay, and we'll get more into that. Also, what I have here is a book. It's called Power of the Psalms. When you're doing your workings in hoodoo, you either want to specifically grab from the book of Psalms or your Bible. Okay, I have a Bible, but for my workings, I like to use specifically this book, because depending on what it is that I want to do, I can flip through my book of Psalms and find the verse that's going to work for what it is that I'm trying to do. Okay, so today what I'm actually going to be doing with everything that you see here, I am trying to further manifest my goals. Okay, that's why I said if it's maybe it's a educational program that you're trying to get into, grab a little bit of dirt from that property. If it's a new job or a home that you're trying to manifest, and you want that home, you want that job, get you a jar or get you a little thing, whatever you can put that dirt in, put it in. Grab that dirt from that job that you want. Grab that dirt from that home that you want. Maybe you've been eyeing a house, then you've been eyeing a new condo, whatever. Grab some dirt from that property, whatever you want, to use in your workings to manifest that. So what I'm going to start off doing, I'm going to take my candle and I'm going to use just a little bit of holy water. You do not need a whole lot. And just cleanse my candle. Okay. Now I done cleanse my candle. All right. With the holy water, with my good intentions. Okay. And also let me say this. Now, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Now, you'll often hear people say, rub the candle up, for things to come to you. Rub the candle down if you want something to go into reverse. Okay? You have options. Okay? You can take your holy water and you can choose to rub the candle up. Okay? To cleanse it. Or cleanse the candle any way that you want. Because again, in hoodoo specifically, there has never really been a set way of what direction or whatever that you choose to cleanse your candle. But if your preference is to cleanse up, wipe away, you can do that if you want. But in hoodoo, that has never been a set in stone thing, okay? Hoodoo is different. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my holy oil. Now, before I put this holy oil on here, you do see a lot of people that choose, let's get close up. You see a lot of people that choose to poke holes in their candle. You can do that, okay? But you don't necessarily have to do that, because a lot of people tend to oversaturate their candles with oil. Oversaturating your candles with oils and herbs, okay? If you do that, that is going to make the candle more flammable, and it's going to make the candle more hard to read. Because if you're oversaturating your candle with too much oil, once the candle burns, you're going to get so much soot, that black stuff that comes up on the candle, and you gonna swear up and down that somebody's doing work against you, or that maybe spirit not accepting, or whatever it is. It's not even that. It's the fact that you oversaturated your candle, and you also, let's get closer, and because you also didn't trim the wick. That's important. In order to have a clean burn all throughout your candle, do not oversaturate with oil. Do not oversaturate with herbs or any dressing that you're using in your candle. And most importantly, trim the wick. Okay? And you want to look inside of your candle, and you want to trim that wick where you see where the wax stops on that wick. So trim the candle about here. You don't need all this wick. Trim the wick down, because if you don't, and this candle get to smoking and it start getting black all around the rim, you gonna swear up and down something trying to attack you, or somebody done some work on you, and ain't nobody thinking about you, ain't nobody done no work on you. It's just that you don't know how to dress no candle the right way. Okay, so let's trim the wick first. Okay, so the wick is trimmed off of my candle. Okay, so you can see how much wick you actually need. This is how much I literally just trimmed off. See that? Okay. Now, let's get to the next part. You can use a little tool like this to work with your candle. Now, here's the thing. Depending on what you're trying to manifest, you can carve the initial of what you want in this candle. You can carve your initials. You can carve M for money, whatever it is. But here's what you have to keep in mind when you're doing that. You don't want to compromise the wax. Okay? You want to do the very least to compromise the candle. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just very lightly, okay, poke a few holes in my candle. Very lightly. That's all I need. That's all I need. And if I wanted to carve my initials in the candle, I would very barely touch this wax. I want to do as little as possible to compromise this candle. Now that I've done that, I'm going to take my oil and I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to do your oil. So, do you see my finger? You're going to just very lightly coat the candle. You do not need to be dumping all this oil in your candle. Lightly coat it. And you see how the oil just has a very, very light little layer of it. If you can see that in the light. That's all you need. Do not get oil on the wick. Okay. That's all you need. And then the next thing that you're going to do, you're going to take your herbs or whatever it is that you want to now dress your candle with. So I'm going to take my school dirt that I got from the building, and I'm just going to very lightly sprinkle. I'm just going to very lightly sprinkle the school dirt on my candle, just like that. Okay? A little sprinkle. You do not need to oversaturate it. That's all I'm going to use. That alone. That's it. Okay, so if I wanted to, I could actually just stop here as far as what I wanted to dress this candle with, okay? But I'm choosing to add an additional herb. And I'm going to add some lemon balm, okay? Lemon balm herb can be used for different purposes. It can be used for healing, love, and also success is what I want. So that's it. That's all the lemon balm that I'm going to use in this candle. Now, for a lot of workings that you do, there are also herbs that you can use to speed up your working. You could use cinnamon. I could put cinnamon in this. You can use cinnamon herb in any of your workings, whether it's a love spell, a spell that I'm doing for success, anything that you're working on to speed it up, okay? But I'm choosing not to do that, okay? So now that I'm done dressing my candle, there are different ways that you can now activate your dressings, your herbs in your candle. Old school hoodoo ways, you can take a cigar and blow that cigar smoke into this candle to feed your herbs. However, I choose not to do that because, baby, I can't stand the cigar smoke. That's just me personally. But you can do that if you want. You can do that, okay? That is part of traditional hoodoo. You can take that cigar, blow that cigar smoke in here. Or what you can do, okay, you can use your Bible or, your power of Psalms. And you can say a prayer over this candle to activate your herbs and have them do what you need them to do, okay? So there are several ways to get these herbs and your dressings activated, okay? But before I do that, my petition. So I'm not going to personally show you exactly what my petition is going to look like, but I can tell you what you can do with the petition if you're going to do similar workings. What you can do is can tear up some petition paper, some brown paper bag, okay? And you can write your name or your initials, all right? You can write your name or your initials. And what you can do, sorry about that, I got a quick little text message. So like I was saying, with your petition paper, you can write your name or you can write your initials on the paper, and then you can write out exactly what it is that you want. And when you're doing your petitions, you have to be very specific. Don't just sit up there and say, well, let me write my name, let me write my initial, and just write down, I want some money. Okay, you're going to get your money, but then don't get mad when you just receive $5. Okay, because you were not specific in your petition writing. So write your name, write your initial, and you have to be specific about what it is that you want. That's very important when it comes to writing your petition. You have to be very specific. So for me, I'm going to write my name, and I'm going to write exactly what it is that I want in detail. In detail. Remember, write what you want in detail. Once you're done with that, this is just an example. You're going to fold your petition up. And let me explain something. I know a lot of you see videos online that say, you know, the witchcraft videos that be like, well, if you want something coming towards you, fold the paper towards you. If you want something going away, fold the paper away from you. Listen, in hoodoo, ain't nobody doing all that, okay? So once you fold your paper, all you have to do is you're going to take your candle, you're going to put it right over your petition paper just like that. And then once you get everything set up, you're going to take your Bible, your book of Psalms, and you are going to read a Bible verse out of whatever it is that your workings is. You're going to say a prayer out of the book of Psalms over this candle, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and then you're going to light your 7-day candle, okay? And that's it. I know people will be trying to like do all this extra stuff, but y'all, this takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of time to get good and confident with your craft, okay? Do not be doing the most when you first start out. So this is a very straight to the point working that you can start off with doing. And also, this type of working, you can continue to do it, because one thing about candle magic that I personally find, don't think just, okay, I'm gonna do a candle, I'm gonna light it, okay, and then that's it, I ain't gotta do it no more. No, when it comes to candle magic, once you get done burning one 7-day candle, do another one, and another one after that, and another one after that. Candle magic is very potent. Candle magic does work, but understand there has to be a consistency with it, okay? So this was just an example of what I do, and you know how I do certain workings. So yeah, I hope it was helpful. Thank you.